the data related to DNA structure, how to solve the problems related to DNA structure. Especially when we are solving some problems related to DNA structure, we need to remember the double-stranded DNA. What we are taking normally is called bDNA. bDNA stands for what? Basic DNA. DNA what we are taking normally, the double-stranded DNA, what we are considering normally, generally, usually is bDNA or basic DNA. What are the characteristic features of basic DNA? 10 base pairs per repeat is one character, and each nucleotides are 0.34 nanometers or 3.4 angstroms apart each other. Distance between two nucleotides is 0.34 nanometers or 3.4 angstroms. That is the distance. So one repeat has how much distance? 3.4 nanometers or 34 angstroms. 10 angstroms is equal to 1 nanometer. And here the width or diameter of DNA, width of DNA is 20 angstroms or 2 nanometers. Width of DNA is 20 nanometers. That means in a double-stranded DNA, the distance between two strands everywhere, the distance between two strands, that is diameter or width. Width of the double-stranded DNA is always 20 angstroms anywhere in a DNA structure. That is the data related to double-stranded DNA. Based on this DNA structure, how to solve the problem? Suppose one by one, model by model, there are many model questions. How questions will come? I will explain this clearly. Definitely one question will come from the data of DNA. From the data of DNA or RNA or from the molecular base of inheritance. From the molecular base of inheritance, you can expect at least 3 questions in NEET. But the biomolecules are there. In the biomolecules also 2 to 3 questions. So biomolecules and this molecular base of inheritance, 5 questions are possible. In that 5, 1 or 2 questions will be possible on DNA data related problem. See, suppose in an analysis, a nucleic acid was isolated. A nucleic acid was isolated. And this nucleic acid, what was isolated, that was analyzed. See, a nucleic acid was isolated and that nucleic acid was analyzed. When that nucleic acid was analyzed, it was found that the nucleotide composition is like this. Adenine, there is 15%. Adenine is there, which is 50%. Then there is guanine, which has 30%. And cytosine is there, which is 30%. And thymine is there, which is 25%. There is a total 100. In that total 100, adenine content is 15% in total DNA. Guanine accounts for 30%, cytosine accounts for 30%, and thymine accounts for 30%. This was the data we got. Now, Based on this data, what is this molecule? What is this molecule? Whether it is DNA or RNA, or it is single stranded or double stranded. What is the type of this nucleic acid molecule? Anyone tell me? Is it DNA or RNA? Is it a single stranded or double stranded molecule? Yes, anyone? Suresh sir also went to Vizag. It is DNA and it is double stranded or single stranded. Vikram, very good, Blessington. Yeah, double, yes, DS, Harini, DS DNA, single strand DNA, Subhadarani, very good. Vikram, double stranded DNA, very good. Olaga, double stranded DNA, Blessington, single stranded DNA, DNA double stranded CB. No. We know, apply that Chargaff rule. We know the Chargaff rule, right? The Chargaff rule we need to apply here. First, to know whether it is DNA or RNA, we need to check the nucleic acid nucleotide composition. What are the nitrogen bases present here? Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine are there. Adenine, guanine, cytosine are common in both DNA and RNA, but thymine will be there in DNA only, whereas uracil will be there in only RNA, right? But here thymine is there. Thymine is there means it is what? DNA. Whether it is single stranded or double stranded. Many members are saying single stranded and some other members are also saying double. How, Ulaga? Double stranded DNA. Double stranded, all are saying. How many Guhan? Blessington told me correct. Ashwin Sham also. Ashwin Sham, it is double stranded. How? How means we need to apply that Chargaff rule to find it. What is Chargaff rule? According to Chargaff rule, A plus G is equal to C plus T. According to Chargaff rule, A plus G is equal to C plus T. Here, A plus G is 45%. C plus T is equal to 55% is coming. That is not possible. Not only that, A should be equal to T and G should be equal to C. A should be equal to G and A should be equal to T and G should be equal to C. But here A is not equal to T, G is equal to C, but A is not equal to C. A is not equal to T. If it is a double stranded molecule, it should obey all these three laws. Chargaff rule is there, na? The Chargaff rule says that A is equal to T and G is equal to C. At the same time, A plus G is equal to C plus T. See here, that is not following. So it is single stranded DNA. Single stranded DNA. Okay, now note down another question. This one model I gave you. On the same model, I will give another question. Then you can answer me. You have to answer me. This is second model. It was found that A is equal to 15%, G is equal to 35%, C is equal to 35%, U is equal to 15%. Same model, another example. A is equal to 15, G is equal to 35, U is equal to 35, C is equal to 35. Then what is that molecule? Double stranded RNA, mRNA double stranded, yes. It is double stranded RNA molecule. double-stranded RNA molecule, because adenine uracil they are following same ratio. Guanine cytosine is also following same ratio. Okay, and another one. Suppose if we take an example, this is single-stranded DNA. I told you. Suppose A is equal to 25%, G is equal to 25%, C is equal to 25%, and U is equal to 25%. Then what is this? Whether it is single-stranded or double-stranded? Double-stranded RNA, someone is saying, how RNA, madam? Whether it is double-stranded DNA or RNA? DNA. Actually, when all nucleotides are equal, then possibly it is double-stranded DNA. It is double-stranded DNA. But if this A is equal to T is equal to G is equal to C, that may be single-stranded also. Maybe single-stranded also, but most probably double-stranded. It should be most probably double-stranded. Single-stranded means a linear DNA is there, only one chain of nucleotide means in that also. Suppose take here, how we can say that is Chargaff rule is applicable. A is there, T is there, G is there, C is there. Number of adenines is equal to number of thymines, because AT pair is forming up. Whatever the number of adenines, same number of thymines should be there. Number of guanines should be equal to cytosine. Guanine cytosine ratio should be 1. So that is what we are saying this one. Okay, but if it is a single-stranded DNA molecule also, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, adenine, guanine, this also, that may be single-stranded may also possible. But if A is equal to G, G is equal to C, and C is equal to U, A is equal to G, G is equal to C, and C is equal to U, it may be most probably single-stranded. Most probably single-stranded molecule. Why? Because RNA is usually existing as single-stranded molecule. See someone asking doubts. Uracil is present, na sir? Yeah, if uracil is there. Oh, so this one you are saying, yes. Here uracil. This one, the same data, it is. So sorry. That one 25 means it is probably double-stranded DNA. If it is 25 adenine, 25 guanine, 25 cytosine, 25 uracil is there, means most probably it should be single-stranded RNA. Okay, if adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine are equal, 25, then it may be most probably double-stranded DNA molecule. Because when this is there, usually double-stranded DNA is having two polynucleotide chains formed with hydrogen bonds. Whereas this one, RNA is generally single-stranded molecule. That's why. There is probability of double-stranded RNA? No. Double-stranded RNA in double-stranded form, it is rare. RNA in double-stranded form is rare. That is not most common. That is the main point. So like this, you can find whether the DNA is single-stranded or double-stranded, and whether it is DNA or RNA. Like that, you can find a nucleic acid. Then second type of question, second model. Suppose in a single-stranded DNA, it was found that A is equal to 25%. Then T is equal to what? Why RNA do not form double-stranded? In biomolecules, I told you RNA is usually existing as that single-stranded molecule due to presence of hydroxyl group at second position. Presence of thymine instead of uracil makes formation of more hydrogen bonds between polynucleotide chains and forms double-stranded structure. That is also one more reason. Yes. If in a single-stranded DNA adenine is equal to 25%, then T is equal to 25. Hey, Blessington, how are 75? You? What about guanine cytosine? This is T. Data we cannot find. We cannot find the data. All are saying 25 sir, 75% sir, 15% sir. How sir? How Sindana it is 25%? I told you it is single-stranded DNA. Single-stranded DNA. Raghavi is saying 50% sir. How sir? It is single-stranded DNA. You are saying A is equal to T. Okay. When that A is equal to T is applicable? When it is a double-stranded DNA molecule. A is equal to T, G is equal to C means then only we can find. Here A may be or may not be equal to T. For single-stranded DNA, A may be equal or may not equal to T because it is a single-stranded DNA. So that who said answer? See, I will read that answer. Yes, I will tell you everyone. Sadhana 3, T is equal to 25%, sir. Okay, sir. Ashwin Shyam told me 15. Blessington 75. Ashwin Shyam again 15. Subhadarani 25. Ashwin Shyam 15. Raghavi 50. Chandana 25. Sriharini 25. Again 25. 35. 35 also came. Who is this? Kulashekar Vairmuthu. Godwin is saying 25. Hey, I am saying that is not possible. We can't say correctly. All these answers may be correct or may not be correct. All the answers may be correct. No answer. We cannot find answer. Data we cannot find. If it is a double-stranded DNA, then we can find the data. Suppose your DNA is there. In this DNA, A, like that, like this, 25% adenines are there. Remaining all are thymines only. Then this no guanine cytosine means then T will be 75%. That is also possible. Okay. For single-stranded DNA, we cannot find. For single-stranded DNA, Chargaff's rule will not be applicable. So we cannot find answer easily. There is no method to find out. No. For single-stranded DNA, we cannot find. We need to, we need to find means we need to conduct experiment only. In lab only we can find. By knowing data of one nucleotide, we cannot calculate the another data. Another data cannot be calculated. Another data cannot be find fully means no. If we do experiment, how this A is 25% that was found. If we do such experiments, then we can find the data. Okay. Then second one, in a B DNA in a basic DNA. I am saying, remember that in a basic DNA, A is given how much? 15%. Then what is the percentage of guanine? Calculate now. In a BDNA molecule, adenine is given 15%. What is the percentage of guanine? Hey, Godwin, think once. Godwin. Yes, Sriharini. This fellow, CB Andhra, always CB Andhra, Anda. What was CB Andhra? Subhadarni. How? Yeah, many persons are saying correct answer. Chandana, what Chandana? It is BDNA. Chandan, host. Ulageshwaran 15% sir. Aura? Achinchyam 30. Aura Achinchyam? See, the data given is A is equal to 15. A is equal to 15 means for BDNA means double stranded DNA which has 10 base pairs. For double stranded DNA, Chargaff's rule is applicable. When Chargaff's rule is applicable, see A is equal to 15. So that C is equal to 15. So A and T totally 30% will be there. Remaining totally 70% is there. In 70%, G is equal to C, right? So G is 35%, C is 35%. Otherwise, simply we can say here the data is A is equal to 15%, right? Normally, A plus G is equal to C plus T. That means A plus G is equal to 50% and C plus T is equal to 50%. Number of purines is equal to number of pyrimidines, right? Number of purines is always equal to number of pyrimidines. So A plus G is equal to C plus T. A plus G is equal to 50 means G is equal to 50 minus 15, 35%. A plus G is equal to, A plus G is equal to 50%. A is equal to, G is equal to 50 minus 15. So G will come. So G is equal to, right here, G is equal to 50 minus A. That only, otherwise no need. A is equal to 50%. So, sorry, A plus G is equal to 50%. As adenine is 15% there, so guanine will be 35%. Okay, clear? Right. Yes, sir. In all types of DNA, purine is equal to pyrimidine. Yes. In all double-stranded DNAs. Double-stranded DNAs means A DNA, B DNA, D DNA, C DNA, Z DNA. In all types of DNAs, A is equal to T, G is equal to C, and A plus G is equal to C plus T. Okay? Then another question on the same data. This is third question, I think. This is A, B, C. Same. How that one is enough. Why we need to waste time? So same problems will come like this. This is second model. How to find that? If we know 1%, one nucleotide percent at least, we can find the remaining nucleotide percentage. Then that is second model, right? Third model, model number 3. In a double-stranded DNA, number of nucleotides is equal to suppose 300. Number of nucleotides is equal to 300. Then what is number of base pairs? Means you can say 150 pairs. Then what is the length of DNA? What is the length of DNA? What is the difference between T and U? Right, T is present in thyme. T is thymine, which is present in DNA. U is uracil, which is present in RNA. Thymine is 5-methyl uracil. Uracil is 2,4 dioxypyrimidine is uracil. Whereas thymine is 2,4 dioxo 5-methyl pyrimidine. What is the length of DNA? Wow, very good answer, Pulsar Vairmuthu. He is saying 2.2 meters, sir. Right. I am not asking total length of human DNA. I am asking the length of DNA which has 300 nucleotide pairs. 300 nucleotides. 1020 Armstrongs. 1020 Armstrongs. 51 nanometers. Don't know, sir. Don't know, sir. How to find, sir? See, here, very easy. Number of nucleotides. Number of nucleotides is equal to what? 300 here. Yeah, the DNA is there. In that DNA, number of nucleotides is equal to 300. So, what is number of base pairs? Here, number of nucleotides is equal to 300. What is the number of base pairs? How many base pairs will be there because double-stranded DNA is there? In double-stranded DNA, nucleotides will be present as base pairs. So, 150 base pairs will be there. 150 pairs. So, in that 150 pairs, one repeat is equal to 10 base pairs. Therefore, number of repeats. How many repeats will be there? 15 repeats will be there. In a double-stranded DNA, 300 nucleotides length is there. In the 300 nucleotides, not base pairs. As 300 nucleotides are there, so number of base pairs, adenine, thymine pair like this. So that base pairs will be 50. 150, sorry. 150 base pairs will be there. And the length of DNA. Normally 10 base pairs is called as one repeat. So 150 by 10 base pairs. 15 repeats length will be there. And one repeat is equal to how much distance? 3.4 nanometers or 34 Armstrong. Now calculate that. 15. 34 into 15. 340 into 34 into 15 means 34. 340 plus 170. 510 Armstrongs. 510 Armstrongs means 51 nanometers or 510 Armstrongs is the length of DNA. So the length of DNA is equal to 51 nanometers or 510 Armstrong. Is it clear? Number of nucleotide is equal to, yes, number of base pairs into 2 is number of nucleotides. Wait 1 second. Yes. In BDNA only 10 repeats. I told you when we are considering double stranded DNA, we need to take BDNA only. We need to take BDNA as a reference. Okay. Now, can you solve the data related to length of DNA? Tell me. If any questions come means, then you can calculate, right? Hey, Olageshwaran. One base pair is equal to 2 nucleotides. Right? Number of nucleotides is equal to 300. So 300 means 150 pairs. What were they? Ulaga. Give one question, sir. Yes, I will give you a question now. Then number of nucleotides is equal to 1700 in a DNA. In a double stranded DNA, number of nucleotides is equal to 1700. Then what is the length of DNA? Anyone tell me? Anyone tell me the answer? Yes, 289 nanometers, 2890 Armstrong. What, Chandana? What happened? Number of nucleotides is equal to 1700. 1700 means what is number of base pairs? Number of base pairs means 1700 by 2, 850 will come. So how to find that length? One more shortcut is there. Length is equal to number of base pairs into 0.34 nanometers. This also we can use. No need to calculate base pairs, or repeat length also not needed here. Repeat length if we find means then it is easy to calculate. That's why I gave you. Otherwise the number of base pairs. See here 150 base pairs we got right. What is the distance between each and every nucleotide? One base pair distance between one base pair to another base pair is 0.34 nanometers or 3.4 angstrom. So 150 into 0.34, it will come, same result will come. Here also, number of nucleotides is equal to 1700. So number of base pairs is equal to 850. 850 into 0.34 nanometers or 850 into 3.4 angstroms. That will come answer. Right. Now, another model of question. Another model question. Fourth model. Suppose a double-stranded DNA is there. A double-stranded DNA is there. It has 3,400 base pairs length. 3,400 nucleotides base pair length, and in that number of adenines is equal to 20%. Then question is number of hydrogen bonds is equal to what? What is the number of hydrogen bonds in a DNA that has 3,400 nanometers length? 3,400 base pairs length, not nanometers. Otherwise we will write, I will give nanometers, so then you can calculate in another way also. In a double-stranded DNA, there is 3,400 angstroms length, better. The length of DNA is 3,400 angstroms. Then what is the number of hydrogen bonds? Actually two models I combined here. Previous model I gave you what? Number of nucleotides and calculating length. If length is given, we can calculate nucleotides in reverse also. That is also one thing. In addition to that, I gave this one. Which one? Number of hydrogen bonds. Can anyone tell me how to find this? If anyone is ready to tell me the answer means I will give them mic to explain. Otherwise I will call one by one and give mic. I will try to find the answers from them. First whom? Where is my favorite Hak? Hak is not there. Hak is again missing. Blessing turn. Will you tell me the answer how to solve? Tell me the process how to solve. Give me a message, Ra. Can I give you mic to explain how to solve the answer? How to get the answer? 2 minutes thinking. Okay, think. Ashwin Shyam. Number of nucleotides everyone can say now. Sriharni. Not three herni. G for herni. Good. M herni. M herni. Vikram is saying simply 200 hydrogen bonds, sir. Out, sir. Ulageshwaran, good. First we have to find nucleotides, sir. Yes, we can find the nucleotides first. Then what to do? After finding the nucleotides, what we have to do? Yes, tell me, Olga. Yes, Sriharni got. That's why I'm always saying Sriharni will get marks if she is listening classes very regularly. Yes. Base pair bonds we need to calculate, sir. Yes. Yeah. Now see that. Now I will explain. Length is equal to 3,400 Armstrong. So one repeat is equal to how much length? In terms of Armstrong, 34 Armstrong. 34 Armstrongs means, so DNA, one repeat is equal to 34 Armstrongs. So number of repeats is equal to 3,400 by 34, 100 repeats. Each repeat has how many base pairs? 10 base pairs. So number of base pairs is equal to 100 into 10, 1000 base pairs. Up to here everyone told me correct answer. Ashwin Sham, Sriharni, yeah, you are saying very good answer. 2 hydrogen bonds between A and T, 3 hydrogen bonds between G and C. Yes. Here number of base pairs is equal to 1000 base pairs. So number of nucleotides is equal to 2000 nucleotides. Because 1000 base pairs are there, one pair is equal to 2 nucleotides. So number of nucleotides is equal to this one. Is this G5 bar Meena? Then number of nucleotides is equal to 2000 nucleotides. In that 2000 nucleotides, adenine is equal to 20%. Adenine is equal to 20% means for 100 it is 20. So for 2000 it is, for 100 it is 20. For 2000 A is equal to 20% means that is 400 adenines will be there, 400 thymines will be there, and remaining 600 cytosines will be there, 600 guanines will be there. So A is equal to 20% means C is equal to 20%, G is equal to 30%, C is equal to 30%. Okay, so 400 adenines, 400 thymines, 600 guanines, 600 cytosines. So A is equal to 400, T is equal to 400. So AC pairs, how many 80 pairs will be there? 480 pairs will be there. 80 pairs is equal to 400. What is the number of hydrogen bonds? Each 80 pairs, 2 hydrogen bonds, and GC pairs will be 600. So each GC pair has 3 hydrogen bonds. Each GC pair has 3 hydrogen bonds. So 80 pairs, how many? Sorry, 400. 400 into 2. 402 into 2 means 800. GC pairs 600 into 3, 180. 0 1800. Total there will be 2600 hydrogen bonds. Total there will be 2600 hydrogen bonds. Right? Did you copy this? How you say number of repeats is equal to 100? Hey, see here 3400 Armstrongs. One repeat is equal to 34 Armstrongs. So number of repeats is equal to 3400 by one repeat 3400. Is it clear, Olga? Ulage. Alageva? Explain how you converted. What I converted? Yeah, tell me how I converted. Okay, which one? Explain how converted percent to percenta. Which percent? Double standard A is equal to T, G is equal to C. A is 20 means previously I told you na. A plus G is equal to 50. G is equal to 50 minus A. A is 20 na. 50 minus 20, 30 will come. What M Harini? Clear? 20% to 400. See, 20% per 100 it is 20. For 2000, I need to teach you mathematics again. Enna akka? Again same question. Yeah, I am teaching slowly only, right? That's why I am giving time also. How to calculate this percentage means 20 per 100. Total number of nucleotides, how much here? 2000 into 2000. 400 will come. This one 400, how 400 will come means same. T also 20%. So it will come. G is there na? G is 30%. 30% means 30 by 100. Total number of nucleotides is equal to 2000. 30 into 20, 600 will come. Any clear? Please give another sum, sir. What an interest from our Sriharini. Yes. I already framed a very interesting question for you, Sriharini. Wait. Did everyone copy this? Yeah, break for 10 minutes. Yeah, I forgot. You can take 10 minutes break. You can take 10 minutes break. After that, I will continue.